I ain't worried about shit. Ain't about a dollar, don't talk, don't open your lips. Little bitch, you ain't making no sense. Came from the bottom, but I stayed on top of my shit. Yeah. Nah, nigga, real lit. Ain't about a dollar, don't talk, don't open your lips. Nah, you ain't talking about shit. I ain't too deep, big fish in the motherfucking water. You can tell by the shit on the scale. I was in the army, still chasing that bag. Yes, no cap, getting packs in the motherfucking mail.
All right. Welcome back. MIA, MicCheck, my independent artist. We're back in the studio today. I'm B, and we got
Conrad.
And our special guest today is
3KJ.
3KJ. What's going on, man?
What's good? What's
Going on, 3K.
I've been waiting to get to interview you for a minute too. We have this the stuff I've been hearing has been pretty hot, but I feel like the people don't really know who 3KJ is, you know what I'm saying? So start us off with that. Who is 3KJ? Where did the name come from? And how did it become about?
Okay, so 3KJ, that's me, you know what I'm saying? And when I say that's me, that's my kids, you heard me? I got sons, I got 4 sons. So I got 3 Ks, it's King, Caden, Kylan, and the J is my last one. So when I say 3KJ, everything I do for them. My shit got meaning to you.
Okay, did you have a name before that?
Yeah, that's back in my younger days, so it wasn't like, I was just putting stuff out, little something.
So I tell you what, when did you start out in doing music?
So like in high school, that's when I really started. I wasn't never a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like I like music, I love music, like, it gets you through hard times.
Of course.
Everybody can relate to something. So, now my bad, I got a little. I ain't got COVID, I promise you. But listen, so I started off in high school, and I just had a lot of friends that rap, and we used to like freestyle in lunchroom type thing.
So you, not to cut you off, but you started in high school.
Yeah.
So what was your name then in high school?
So they call me Alejandro because I have a lot of Hispanics, you feel me?
Yeah.
So my name is Alex.
Okay. Yeah, right.
So then I picked up the name Alejandro Sosa. You know who that is?
Yeah.
From Scarface, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, he was the plug, you know what I'm saying? He distributed dope. So I feel like my music was dope, so that was like my little,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Put them all together.
Yeah, you feel me?
So from Sosa to 3KJ, when did that transpire from, how old were you when 3KJ picked up? I'll tell you what, how far did Sosa take you?
So I think I started rapping like 10th grade, and then I rapped all the way until like I graduated. Once I graduated, life got real. I wasn't really worried about that. I was trying to get money, you feel me? So that rapping shit kind of fell out.
So somewhere up in there, from listening, it sounded like, of course with the kids, 3K, when did Sosa fall off? To make you, okay, I guess somewhere it fell off and then you picked up 3K. So what made you pick up 3K? Did you stop music when Sosa stopped?
Yeah.
So
I stopped. I joined the Army. That's
okay.
what it was. So I was in the military like 4.5 years. In the military, I wasn't rapping. I wasn't doing none of that. But like when I got out, I was going through so much. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I had to keep going was my kids. You feel me?
Okay.
So me and my friends used to freestyle, drink, freestyle. They're like, damn, bro, you can actually rap.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, but I don't really take it serious. Like, you should. Like,
you rediscovered yourself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was going through so much at that time. When I started writing again, it was like, damn, like, this is a good outlet, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, it kind of, like, just the ball rolled from there.
So, when 3K started, you were out the military or were you still in?
I was out.
So, what made you say, not only just with your kids, but what made you actually say, I feel like starting my rap career again?
Friends. Literally, my friends.
Yeah.
They just gassed me up.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you got it. You can be famous.
Yeah.
Me think, I'm like, man, I just be bullshitting.
Yeah.
But
it's usually how it goes.
Yeah. We ended up going to the studio. I laid something down. I'm like, all right. Nah, before we went to the studio, my homie, he recorded me rapping, posted on his page, and it started getting views, and everybody was fucking with it and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I went and laid it down in the studio. I dropped a snippet first, everybody sharing it like, bro, that's your father.
Yeah.
That's fine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after we dropped the song, they started doing numbers. I'm like, okay, so they messing with me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I might can go somewhere with this. And plus, all I'm doing is talking about my life. So it's easy, you feel me? So after that, I dropped that one song and started messing with it. I dropped another song and I dropped a video with this one. Cause you know, like a lot of people nowadays, their attention span is really small. So it's only gonna reach so far if you drop just a single,
Just a song.
Yeah.
without like a visual.
Visuals,
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I dropped the visual, it shot off. I was in Texas at this time. I'm not even from here. I didn't know nobody out there except for the people I met in the military.
Mm-hmm.
I had people reaching out to me to come perform and all types of different stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I might as well start taking it serious. And I started actually like liking it because of the album.
So you didn't have any singles or anything during Sosa when your name?
Oh yeah, I mean, I had songs. You know, it wasn't nothing major. Like I was just doing it with my friends type thing. It wasn't like
Okay, so
I want to be a rapper. No,
so pretty much the serious part is when you become 3KJ,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So let me ask you this: how long have you been 3KJ?
Since 2018,
So how many songs or albums have you dropped since then?
I've dropped 2 albums. Just dropped one called Division. Dropped it back in August, and then last August I dropped one called Trauma Son. That was the one that really took me places though.
But so Vision though. Let's talk about Vision. Was it based on seeing a vision, or was it based on your kids? Since that's what your name is based off of.
The vision, it was really like giving people what they want. Like, this is the vision that everybody has. They like to hear this, they like to hear that. But it really wasn't me, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I threw some stuff in there, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it wasn't like me. Like, I like the heart from like real subjects, but I had like, you know what I'm saying, little bops in there, people ride to this, you know?
Right.
Like, party type things, but.
So that album was mostly for the people.
Yeah, that was for the people for sure.
So moving on to the next one. What inspired your second album, and what does it mean to you?
Oh, that is the second.
That's the second.
Right,
Trauma
Trauma
is the
Son is
first
the
one.
first one.
Vision the second.
I'm thinking Visual's the first one. Okay, so
Explain that name though, Trauma Son.
yeah.
Trauma Son, that's me. Like, I own my trauma. Like, I was made from my trauma, so I'm Trauma Son. You feel me? Like, I own it.
We talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
You know, I just like what you were saying. And you were saying that, you know, I've been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that was easy for me to, you know what I'm saying, to do. So yeah, that was all me. So I think a lot of artists attempt to do that. I don't think all of them do it though. Like some of them don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't want to
hard
put it.
too though. Like,
Yeah.
cause people don't really listen to. Not a lot of people listen to real shit.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They want to hear all that head bopping. I'm killing this nigga and
Absolutely.
that killing. Like, I mean that's cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a product of my environment. To a certain extent. Like I've seen this stuff, so I can rap about it. But you ain't just gonna hear this and that. I killed this nigga, I killed that nigga, or I'm selling drugs this, I'm selling drugs that.
Right. You
I'm
actually.
gonna hop on some real shit. Like
Right.
when I was coming up, I was poor. Like we ain't have food, so niggas had to steal type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it
That's
gets
real.
deep. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
real.
Yeah. That's
real.
absolutely.
That's real.
So, let me ask you this: do you feel like you should have never stopped? Right?
No.
Because you had a good break.
Now I had a long break.
Yeah. You don't never feel. Do you feel like I should have changed something about that?
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't regret stopping.
Because pretty much what inspired you to do it was your children.
Mm-hmm.
So
And friends.
and friends, pretty much.
Yeah.
So far as that, okay, let's take that. Your friends and you right now
Mm-hmm.
doing your albums. So far as that goes, what do you have coming up? Like what do you like? Are you just trying to make albums, or you trying to actually move forward to, or are you just a person that just I feel like just getting the word out? If it go, it go. If it don't, it don't.
I'm trying to make something out of it to a certain extent. You feel me? Like it ain't like I'm putting my all into this, and that's probably why I haven't blew up like I feel like I'm supposed to. But at the same time, I got other shit going on, so you know what I'm saying. I try to handle that before I handle music.
And so the question is, how hard are you willing to go?
Yeah.
To really blow, Because I mean, I know, just by knowing you, I know this one thing about you. You advertise yourself really well.
Mm-hmm.
This
But
man got
2,100
followers on Instagram.
Instagram. So that's great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's great. And you built your fan base out there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And you got hometown love and all that. And you're trying to build over here as well. But a question always gonna be, and I've seen a lot of execs ask artists this: how hard are you willing to go? You know what I'm saying? How hard are you willing to go? Saying, and a lot of them, man, I'm ready to go. Man, real hard. We go to the studio right now. No. How hard are you willing to go? Like, you know what I'm saying? That life is, you know what I'm saying, it's strenuous because it's a lot going on. But it's fun because it's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
So that's I guess that's a valid question from them. Like, how hard do you
Are you
really
going
wanna
hard
go?
for the moment or forever?
Yeah, is it for the moment or is
forever.
this like you saying, this is my life, or you saying, man, you know what? I want to make it, and that'd be cool to get a couple thousand, but once I get there, I can kind of stay right here and I'm cool. Or do I want to go to the top?
I'm not really hell bent on going to the top.
Okay.
To be honest with you, like I just want to make sure my kids straight at the end of the day.
So with naming yourself 3KJ, you don't think that means okay,
Go hard.
right?
Yeah, I
to
feel
make
it.
more out
I
because
feel it.
you got that one child that's gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'm finna finish with daddy.
But long as it's
You
hard
feel
enough
me?
for what you talking about as far as taking care of your kids and your family,
Yeah,
as long as
that's
it's
the
hard
main
enough for
goal.
that.
That's
Yeah.
the main goal.
Do you love it?
Do you love it?
I do love it to a certain extent. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I feel like I ain't really been connected. Like, it's so much that I got going on that it distracts me from. Like when I was in Texas, I ain't gonna lie to you, that was the only thing I was doing. I'm in the studio every day grinding, and that's probably why I had such a big fan base out there. And I was elevating. I moved here. It's a little different out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little slower.
Grind different in over here.
It is, and that's what really makes you want to go harder.
Texas is a hustle state for musicians. Like they support everything local, for real. Like, they support it. Like you can go out there and hit the flea market and have 500 CDs and get rid of every last one of them because the Mexicans gonna buy it. The local folks just want to check you out. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. I feel what you're saying because I've been out in Texas when I was doing music, and it was different. I managed a group that went out to Walmart parking lot and sold all their CDs, but then went out there and sold half of the CDs or sold a quarter of the CDs.
Yeah,
but you go out there in Texas, every time you step outside,
Oh
you
yeah.
can get rid of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Texas for sure, so love.
yeah, it's for sure so love. So Georgia, that's a lesson to you.
Thanks.
Show some damn love. You know what I'm saying? We in Georgia, you know what I'm
Support your
saying?
people, man.
Show some love.
So, what is your true passion? What's your true passion?
I'm gonna say I got one, but I got many. I love cutting hair because of the freedom and actually being able to change somebody's actual look. Like you come here
make
looking
somebody look
homeless.
good.
You come here looking homeless. You leave here looking like $1 million, and I'm in charge of that.
Yeah.
Like I got the responsibility of doing that.
Yeah.
Like it make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I love music. Music is definitely a big outlet for me. I battle with depression and all type of other shit. So music definitely is like big on my list. Whether it's making music or listening to music.
Cutting hair and listening to music gotta go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
ask why
You
you
do.
why you don't have a video yet in the barbershop?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking for
Your
a
fan base
videographer
based
out
on
here.
you cutting hair too. So I mean, why not put them together?
Because man, ain't no videographers out here, man.
You got you have the people. You have, you work in a shop that's
I mean, I talk to people.
like everybody can act like they cutting hair and you in there rapping at the same time while cutting hair and then, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, boom. Somebody always knows somebody. The visuals and the video you ain't gotta worry about.
What's the main man name that everybody fuck with right now, Ryan?
Booming?
Something booming, yeah.
Booming?
I hear booming up. He be busy though. Everybody fuck with
He
him.
though you got Codeine, got people.
Codeine,
Oh,
don't
definitely.
Codeine mess with booming?
He messed with Booming, but he got a young video. The buddy
I know
who
you
did
talking
his
about
last one.
shot by something. I
Yeah,
forgot.
The videos are fire.
He's a whole director though. You know what I'm saying? With
And he be busy too. I hit him up too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it ain't that many people out here. So when it comes to videos, they be booked up.
Well, that's probably because you want to support the people that's out here. You extend probably go.
Man, if
to
you want all that, listen here, man. I go buy a camera.
Come on,
I can't
you
do
got
no
Tony
editing,
over here.
but I let Tony
Sure.
edit. I buy a
Work with your
camera.
people.
I ain't got no problem with that. For sure, it's all love in here, you feel me? But it's just the quality. I need the quality.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, you know, like me, I'm for everybody. I want to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's nothing to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To do something like that, and you know what I'm saying? I know I got a guy who can edit it. I know you want the quality look. You know what I'm saying? And that's where that camera come in to play.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? To give you that look that you're looking for. Now, you can do it all kind of ways, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It do bring a different level to it. You know what I'm saying? Just it got that slightness to it, but it's that slightness to kind of take it over the top. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a lot of guys. There's a lot of people. Everybody running to the same guys and stuff like that. So it limited. Yeah, it do make you limited on that. But you know what I'm saying? One day. One day we'll get it in, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna hold you to it now.
Huh?
That's your word, I'm gonna hold you to it.
Man, listen, man, I ain't got no problem doing that because I need it anyway. I need it anyway. That's what I want anyway. My passion is just, you know what I'm saying, everything that's around performance arts and everything. I just like it all. I like music, I like acting, I like admin, tone. We still got, you know what I'm saying, plans to do a movie and all that stuff because you're gonna be in it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we still got plans of doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, we got to, you know what I'm saying, do our thing as well. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to your music though, fam. Matter of fact, let's do this right here. Coming from Detroit, getting in the military. You know what I'm saying? Starting to do your music. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything starts to jump. Get out there in Texas, everything's starting to jump. You didn't drop. Was that around the time you dropped Trauma Son, or you didn't drop an album yet?
When it started to jump?
Yeah.
No, I dropped a single.
You dropped a single?
I dropped a single.
Oh, well, shoot, man.
And I'll tell you, I was performing from Killeen, Texas, to Austin, Texas, to San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. I was in every major city performing.
You was performing then?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you finish from the Detroit because I want to touch on them performances.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying like that. We just backtracking. But shout out to Texas because you just dropped a single and Texas was all over the place. And Georgia, show some love. Make sure you show some love. But that's what's up, bro. So from that time you hadn't dropped Trauma Son yet, but Trauma Son was coming. So that was that a result of you dropping a single? Like, man, I could really do this. So let me sit down and think about what I want to drop. And now Trauma Son came to life in your mind.
That definitely put it in a different perspective. It's like, damn, people really mess with me. Like, I'm out here doing shows. Like, I ain't even, like, when I got in the studio, I wasn't thinking, like, I'm about to go out here, I'm about to become this famous rapper, people gonna know me. Like, I wasn't thinking of that. I'm like, I'm about to make some music, I'm gonna see where it goes. And that shit took off.
Took off.
That shit really took off. So it surprised me. And once that shit, like, I started doing, like, shows and stuff, I'm like, dang, people really messing with me. Like, people taking pictures with me like I'm famous. Like, that's a different feeling.
It's
like,
a different feeling.
And at the same time, it's a scary feeling. I ain't gonna lie to you, coming from where I come from.
Yeah.
Like, being
people
known.
want to be too close to you.
Yeah, being known ain't always a good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was like, it was a love and hate thing with that. But it was like, a lot of love though, for sure. But it definitely made me think like, all right, next. What I'm gonna do next? That's why I came with Trauma Son. Like, all right, I relate to, like, I had a kid, bro.
Yeah.
I had a kid, he sent me a video like, yo, 3KJ, like, I really love your music. Like, I don't know my mom. Like, I'm in a foster home. Like, I can relate to what you're going through. Like, I'm like, dang, that's
that
crazy.
shit make you push.
That's a heavy
responsibility.
You feel me? Like, that's crazy.
You don't realize till you touch, till you drop it.
Yeah, that's a heavy responsibility too. Like,
when you got them fans that hit you, it definitely make you want to keep pushing.
So I'm like, all right, let me get some inspiration with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I did it, you can do it.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. Before, I'm London finna get a question right quick. I want to ask you. Now, being that you know you went through so many things and you had like you said, a foster kid, reach out to you.
Mhm.
You know, has that ever made you want to put a persona around yourself about the lifestyle that you live? Because sometimes artists do that. They put a persona around themselves and they always pinpoint this one thing. Like somebody might pinpoint, my daddy died at age 12. So that might be something they always put in their album. You feel me?
I get what you're
You
saying.
see what I'm saying? So that's the persona that they set. You know what I'm saying? Is that something that, have you also thought about that? Like setting a persona for yourself with that, where people can relate to you?
That's where Trauma Son comes from.
Okay.
That's like a whole brand. Like I plan on like coming up with my own little clothing design and everything for that, cause
Okay.
that's like my trademark, Trauma Son. You feel me?
Facts.
What you was about to allude to?
I want to touch on some of these shows. First and foremost, the most shows you've done is in Texas.
Yeah.
How many shows have you done in Texas? And what areas? Or is it just one city? Or did that thing spread out?
Spread it out. All the major cities in Texas, I done performed
Wow.
for sure.
So, what's one of the craziest shows you had to perform? Like, you was like, man, that's some crazy shit right here.
I say it's about my third performance. It was in Colleen. This little club, it's called Club Fuego. So like it's around the military base, and I was
Yeah,
in the military.
Killeen,
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, that's
You know
Air
what I'm saying?
Force,
So,
right?
I don't mean
Killeen
to
Air Force,
interrupt.
that's Army.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt. Jay Free joining us right
Jay
now.
What's going on, Jay
What up,
Free?
what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Over there.
Where am I?
What's going on, fam? You know it?
You want to get
Gang
caught in the shit?
violence.
You gonna have to drag a chair
Hey,
right
you,
here.
Right
you
to the
got
point,
cold
right to the
on here,
point.
so you got to drag the chill. No.
What's up? Alright. Okay.
Now we truly in the
Well,
now we
let's go on
truly in
this
the
side.
building.
On this side.
That's
Truly
right.
in
Put it over
the
there.
building.
That's my
Oh
guy.
yeah, you can pick
Put it over there.
Pull it over.
Appreciate that. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Got him in the building.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
But yeah, so the craziest
Yes, sir.
show. What
Yes, sir.
happened at this show?
Yo, this shit was wild, sir. I tell you, I was so drunk. Like, I don't know why. I was with my boy, which was my manager at the time, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Ant. Shout out Ant. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? So we in there. This first show anybody that I know ever came to. So I'm like, hey, I gotta show out. I gotta show my people what I do, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm in there, I'm like, I'm kind of nervous. I ain't really never performed in front of a whole club.
So this one of your first shows at the same time being one of your crazies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I've done like house parties and stuff like that, but I ain't never did like no club. So this
Yeah.
is like the first club I ever performed in.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang. So I'm drinking because I'm nervous. I'm like, it's hella people here, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't used to this.
Yeah.
So I'm drinking. Shit funny though. I'm drinking Grey Goose. That was my shit. That goose, man, that shit get you loose, you heard me?
That's why you chose that Remy Martin tonight instead of that Goose and
Yeah,
that
because y'all want to get a whole nother person. You know what I'm saying? A whole nother person.
Okay.
But look, I'm drinking a goose, and one of my other people I know, they got a bottle of Henny. She's like, take a shot with me. At that time, I laid off Henny. Me and Henny had a disagreement, you feel me? So I tried not to touch that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? He said take a shot. I took a shot with him. I tell you, I almost threw up, man.
Before wait. This is before your performance?
Before I performed, I
Oh
almost threw up.
man.
I took the shot, man. I swallowed it. Swallowed it. 3 seconds later, I feel it coming up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, let me go to the bathroom. I'm trying to run to the bathroom. It come up. It's in my mouth at this point. I'm like, I just let that shit out. All on the floor and shit. Everybody looking like, ugh.
And they calling
Hold
5
on,
minutes
hold
till
on.
you gotta
Did
go
you
on.
get any of on your shirt?
Nah, I was good.
Yeah, you gotta keep
I was good. You gotta take a little step back.
Yeah, because you can't step back out with that on your shirt.
So what happened when you went on stage? You got it all out or was it still
Yeah, I
like
thought I
a
was
little-
good when I got on stage until they played that music. And it's like I turned to a whole nother person.
And there you go.
Transform.
That was Sosa then.
Nah,
That was Sosa at that time.
This
Nah,
3K.
This 3K.
Oh, that was
Flex.
still
Hey,
Sosa
Sosa
mixed
was
in
in
there.
high
So
school.
no, he had that Sosa mixed in with a little 3K.
It might
Well,
it might
yeah,
have
yeah,
been
the personality of
Yeah.
Sosa
a
was
little
there.
Sosa
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
You
saying?
didn't get up off that
Yeah.
throwing up train.
Now that is a
bring
good
a little
question.
Sosa
Now.
out.
It is
Yeah.
a good topic. Is Sosa alive in 3KJ?
There you go.
Oh nah, the 3KJ is more like the mature me.
Okay,
Sosa,
I got it.
I was a little wild, you know what I'm saying, hot head, you feel me? So it's a different
But
type.
I'm saying
But
though,
when I got on that stage, it was a little Sosa.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
So that being one of your craziest,
When I
Show
tell you,
it.
I wish I could. I'm gonna show y'all the video one day. But
yeah.
I tell you, I was so drunk. I'm rapping the song, but at the same time I'm yelling the song. And it's like I'm over the beat at this point, and everybody in the crowd just going crazy. Oh, he going off, he going off.
Yeah.
And that shit just gassing me even more. So I'm like,
Yeah.
So I'm hype, I'm jumping all over the stage. And mind you, it was just me. My man was there too. He's just on the stage just bopping and shit. Shout out my man, but he was looking like he was lost in the sauce type of shit. But I was,
You know what?
Had too many drinks, man, before you went on stage.
We talked about, that's the craziest show. And I want to get to your worst show too. But since you just mentioned you have a manager, how far does your manager go? Because like we were just talking about visuals and
he manages himself.
Okay.
See, I know
so
a little bit
with
more
video
than
music, you should be having that like a choreographer. That's what your manager's supposed to take care of.
Yeah. But that's my manager, and it's my it was my manager, and it's my homie. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
he got his own little thing going on. Shout out my boy.
Okay.
It's no bad blood. It's all love. You feel me?
So it makes much more sense now.
But
So
let me get back to this performance though, yo. Like,
Yeah.
I'm up there wilding, everybody going crazy. I'm jump off the stage. Everybody think I'm finna fall. I jump off the stage. I'm there rapping. I'm talking to the crowd. Everybody bopping with me and everything. Bro, when I tell you, I got back to the stage, leaned back. I thought it was it. Like I'm drunk as fuck. I'm thinking I'm about to pass out. I lean back on the stage, hit the stage. Now I just start going crazy again. Like it's a pause. Like everybody like. And I start rapping again, they be like, oh, that motherfucker going crazy.
I feel like Sosa was in that. But
nah, that shit was
wild. He was in you. Sosa, that personality of Sosa was
yeah. I
know,
feel like
because more so probably because you cranking the crowd, you seeing what's going on. It's time to go crazy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But as you continue to perform, was it more of a 3KJ transformation?
I'll say it's a little Sosa in there.
I'm about to say because he said Sosa was the
wild one.
The right, and 3KJ is more of the my life type, so I feel like Sosa brought you back to live on this thing.
Yeah, what song?
Yeah,
if I'm performing some real shit, I'm not gonna be all hype and jumping all over the stage. But if it's some hype shit, I'm gonna turn the fuck up.
Right. And you should, hell yeah.
But everybody gonna respond to the hype stuff. So how, like when like earlier, London was saying something about your worst performance. Do you feel like the performances might have dropped off a little bit when you got more real? You see what I'm saying? And it was more hype, or you just can't tell if they enjoying it?
No, every performance I did, everybody enjoyed it. I can tell.
So you never had a bad night?
I wouldn't say it was bad.
Even if it wasn't your performance,
like my first
somebody might
have... it was like, it wasn't bad, but it's like nobody knew who I was.
Okay.
So they was like, who is this? It ain't like everybody bopping to the music, and you know what I'm saying? They just like,
yeah, as long as them heads move.
Yeah, you know, it's just like,
them heads move, man.
I don't know, buddy, but you talking something.
Well, one thing I know about you your biggest critic, man. And I know I just jumped in, you know what I'm saying? This is my boy right here, this is my boy. And you know what I'm saying? With that being said, you being your biggest critic, and to piggyback off of your last question, you know what I'm saying? What would you consider a bad show? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you consider a bad show?
I don't really know.
Right.
Maybe if I get booed or something, but still, I'm gonna go hard either way.
Maybe because you're not considering any show a bad show.
Right.
You don't really know that. So it's like, I'm rocking it no matter what.
He's a real artist.
Yeah, that's a real artist. That's what I was
That's
a real artist.
I wanted to say is everything happened in Texas like a motherfucker. What you explained, everything was booming. What is stopping you now being here? Performing.
People don't show love out here, man.
What make you think that? Because just like we just said, you don't know if somebody not liking your stuff. You don't know.
I'm pretty sure people like his music, but it is different.
It's different.
It's different.
So why not bring that Texas here? Because we love listening to Yellow Breezy, Mo 3. Who else out there in Texas?
Yeah, I'm Texas.
But see, it's the I know what he's saying because I've been out there with my music before. So it's not so much of the artist, it's the people who's enjoying the music.
Would you call yourself a Texas artist at this point?
No, son.
Yeah, exactly.
Texas show love.
No, he's a Detroit artist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Detroit all city, you
I'm gonna tell you something that I always felt because I was a Dayton Family fan when I was young. So I always, and you know, this is just my opinion, I always felt like guys from the Detroit, Ohio area, they related, even though I just felt like this is my opinion. I felt like y'all was the down south people of up north. and y'all related to us because y'all lived a similar life. Like Dayton family, when I listened to them, it was like I didn't know they were from Detroit until I first heard them talking. I was like, dang, them boys from up north somewhere. But when I heard them rapping, I was like, man, we was killing that. Like Dayton family was our shit. Like we love Dayton family. I never knew them guys were from Detroit. I never knew Flint. They were from Flint, Michigan. My bad. They from Flint. But I never knew that. I never knew that.
Not to cut you off, we had another artist came in here from the same place. He drives because he feels like he has no love here too. Zetro drives, instead of going to studios here, he drives all the way to Detroit.
To record.
Just to record.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Y'all two could be the people that come together.
Yeah, I was been saying y'all should have collabed, man. You know what I'm saying?
You guys could actually flip something here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Cause I mean,
the Detroit takeover.
That
we
music
so
kind of
used to
different though.
certain
Y'all
vibe is a little different.
right. And then y'all got it's okay. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, he can rap.
I don't want to be wrong,
but
but
the direction is a little. He kind of Little Wayne-ish.
Ain't Detroit close to go?
Not that you can't collab with that.
That's like
what is it, DMV?
Yeah.
But y'all don't have nothing to do with that either.
Nah, we got like jitting. You know what jitting is? Like footwork type shit, you heard?
But I'm saying we were just talking about how go-go is different. People need to bring that here. And then with Detroit stuff, like, I feel like, cause like the local reps we hear, we done been here.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? They done got this little all day. They still
so something different.
So now it's time to bring in other things. You know what I'm saying?
But when people so used to what they got,
that's the problem. And that's the problem.
Like,
who's gonna break that? Who's gonna break that chain? You could be the first before the young nigga come in.
Well, I feel like being in a military town now, you got an opportunity there because you got people from everywhere.
Exactly.
Right. Like I said, once again, I understand what you're saying with the love because I've been in this area as an artist and as a manager, and I got love on both ends. I just handled the situation wrong because I was a rookie to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, I was a down south artist who was different from a lot of people here because I'm from Florida. So the Florida come out of me when I'm rapping. You know what I'm saying? It comes out. So I was different. But that difference, I feel like with you, that difference can also, you know what I'm saying, gravitate to, you know what I'm saying, a fan base. And as long as you grab a fan base, it could be 1,000 people. As long as you grab a fan base in the area, you know what I'm saying, if you set out a show, if you got 1,000 people showing up, the crowd follow a crowd. So they gonna see the 1,000.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like folks need to be thinking. A crowd gonna follow.
But I don't know.
Times are changing too. This is the perfect opportunity.
So listen, I network, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to find people out here that rap. I done found a couple people out here that had conversations with them, like through social media, Instagram and stuff like that. And they be doing shows and stuff. So I try to, like, how you do that? Like, how you get in touch with these people? Think they hit me back?
A lot of times that's I totally get it.
You ain't even got to worry about that no more.
And
that's
that
the
happens
problem.
all the time.
I already know how to help you.
Yeah. See, there you go.
How you get?
You ain't got to worry about that.
And you know what's crazy? Those same people down along the way, down the line, will end up knocking at your door.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It never
one show.
fails. It never fails.
One show, and everybody
help me to help you. Let's eat together.
Mm-hmm.
When you come across you got people that will help you eat too. That's in the game. But them certain ones, that just mean it wasn't meant for you to get in involvement with them.
Yeah.
Well, as you grow and get higher up in the game, you'll probably definitely be around a lot more like-minded people. You know, at this right now, you already know it's the grab fest. Everybody gonna grab you backwards. So with that being said, man, how much you feel that you've grown as an artist to this point right now?
A whole fucking lot. You're a whole lot. Cause from beginning, Alejandro Sosa.
That Sosa, baby.
That Sosa.
Hey.
Up to 3KJ. Man.
See, I missed the Sosa.
That's a whole
That's a whole nother conversation.
I saw Mr. Sosa. I feel like I know Sosa.
Sosa was high school, but it's remnants of Sosa in there. You know.
It's just a little something.
Yeah, but 3KJ
is definitely
3KJ is more
he's more in tune.
Yeah, that's
with real life.
Yeah.
And real life things. You know what I'm saying? So it's real different.
the grown you, like
the maturation.
Matriculation.
Exactly. So it was you was telling me earlier that a trauma song 2. When you plan on dropping that?
For the streets.
I don't really got a date yet. I'm still working on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it can't just be no bullshit that I put out. I gotta take my time with this. And I gotta harp on certain subjects that might not be too pleasant to some people, but it's real life stuff.
Real life. I mean, you know what my mama always used to say? You got to be willing to hurt somebody's feelings to be successful.
Come on now.
My mama used to tell me that all the time. You got to be willing to lose friends and hurt somebody's feelings. Mm-hmm. And that's how it is. I was just recently listening to my man who dropped Quicksand. Mm-hmm. And Moray.
Yeah.
And I got one of his mixtapes and one of his albums. That's what he talking about. Like, man, I had to cut ties with my friend. You ain't really my homie no more. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So you hear that, like, I don't know if that's redundant, but you hear that in a lot of artists sometimes. You know what I'm saying? About how people start changing up and acting different once the fame kind of came or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because people do. They expect a lot out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Setting expectations.
Yeah. So you touch that ceiling and had expectations. Now, you only run with a few. Your circle's small here in Georgia. I don't know where, you know what I'm saying, anywhere else. So when those times come, you ain't really, you know what I'm saying? You got a small circle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna make sure everybody
eat. That's what I was gonna allude to. like, man, how do you feel about having that small circle and having those people run with you versus a large circle?
I don't need a large circle.
Okay.
It's good that you feel like that too, man.
I don't, bro. Like, you could have 1 million motherfuckers, bro. Why would I have 1 million fraud motherfuckers with me when I can have 3 solid?
What you saying in your
That's
song?
what's up.
You rather be getting your own than have a bunch of niggas eating off you?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen when you have a big circle where there's gonna be a bunch of niggas eating off you, man.
But listen, London wanted to ask a question earlier about, I think it was Texas. You want to ask something about Texas? It was something you were saying, I'm gonna let you talk about Detroit, but then
I did, but I'm pretty much past that because now that we have him here in Georgia, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man,
trying to keep the past in the past.
Things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
This man stopped music for a while, and 2018 is when he started back, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's literally yesterday, okay? And you feel like you don't get the support here. And I feel, the reason I'm saying that because networking is a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like having this interview now just really honestly helped you continue, because sometimes we feel like this ain't getting nowhere. You're not getting the support, but you have not really ran into the right people.
Right.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I think you feel the same way because you would have been stopped being in Georgia. You get what I'm saying? But something got you still going, even if it's 3K, your boys. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something got you keep going. And I feel like this is actually the beginning.
I'm definitely plotting.
Yeah, I feel like.
It ain't just like ain't nobody supporting me boo boo. I'm not
no, not like that.
I'm just like I'm trying to map it out. All right, don't nobody want to
right, but I definitely get what you come from, and I feel like Texas got the Sosa and 3K all in one. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Now that you in Georgia, I feel like that's something we need. That's what I'm gonna say. I feel like your type is what we need because, like he said, his music is based on. You can hear everything I'm saying. You can understand every word. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the beat that, okay. Because some mumble rappers, if the beat fire, I'm going to listen to it. I don't know nothing what the fuck they saying. But if the beat fire, I'm like...
And that hook got you gravitating.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You got that lyrical content about yourself, man, so you can naturally bring people in.
It ain't nothing wrong
mumble rap too.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on that.
There's a place for everything. Well, listen. Have you heard anybody locally that you want to collaborate with?
There you go.
Like Georgia local?
Anywhere here, Georgia?
I'm going to tell you what would be a good collab for you. Just on the Georgias in this era, would be a good collab for you. Is it's 2 people. AP Gutter would be a good collab for you.
Who that?
I knew you was going to say
okay,
that.
Okay. I got one in mind too.
And Codeine.
Oh, okay,
I got one in mind too.
More AP.
I put Lil Rowdy on there too.
Lil Rowdy. Just the people you can touch, But one of the better collabs will also be Shelly Flame.
Oh, Shelly, I know Shelly.
Yeah, that'd be a
good. I know Shelly from Texas.
Yeah,
that's my dog.
Yeah, that'd be a good collab because she's from here.
Not only that, you got Trinity
J.
And K Bella. I would definitely
and Trinity
J
also.
K Bella, I would put on the track.
Oh yeah.
Trinity J also.
Bella B.
Bella B. What's up with Trinity J, man?
Bella B was on she was on a show earlier this year. We haven't been able to get Trinity J or Shelly Flame.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that with what they got, with what Shelly got going on, and she from this area,
let's not forget, shout out to Maurice Kimball and Peb de Blasian. Peb de Blasian be on tour a lot. She's out of Savannah. She's not hard to reach and get to collab as well.
We're gonna have to,
she's great too.
You're gonna have to tell me with her.
Most definitely. And then that's another thing with Maurice Kimball is over Track House.
Mm-hmm.
He has all the film people you need.
Yeah, he got.
He has artists under him like crazy. But we'll be shout out, like I said, shout out to Track House in Savannah.
Shout out to Track House.
We
That's what this show's all about.
Man.
It's about connections.
Yeah,
making connections.
It is.
It's all about, man. Everybody we name it is a connection for you.
Cause I need my free VIP ticket when 3KJ up in Atlanta performing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit you up, bro.
I don't want a VIP ticket.
I'm gonna be
backstage.
Well, give me that too. I just know,
you go ahead and go home, and I'll be here when you come back, dog.
All right, bro. I got my money to make it to Atlanta. You gonna get
I'll
me
be here when you come back, man. I'm back here with the drinks.
I'll pay for my ticket, but I still want to be backstage, bro.
Yeah, man, I be your hype man coming out on that
I'll
motherfucker.
pay for the ticket, but I'm be backstage.
I be your hype
I'm gonna
man.
give you my people. You ain't paying for no ticket.
Come on,
I want support.
I want to be the hype man on stage.
You trying to get back to the act?
Where the bitches at?
Oh man, ain't no wrong with being the hype man though. Ain't no wrong with being the hype
Everybody
man.
need a hype.
I'm too old for that, man. I got to wait for you in the back.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
You going to?
Oh you had something you wanted to?
Yeah, I sure did. I got a lot of
Jump out there.
questions.
Jump out there.
So far as like, I know you said earlier, you mentioned before we got on camera, you have two sides. You've been with two different races, right?
Yeah.
That being said, with your children being your inspiration to start back, which is the greatest thing ever, do you see any of them following your footsteps right now, or is it a little bit too early?
My middle child, man, he loved music. He came out here for the summer. Every time I'm in the studio right there. Every time I'm in the studio, Daddy making music. Hey, we get in the car. Hey, Daddy, turn your song on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that gotta feel good.
Man, what?
That got to.
That's a whole different feeling. I'm like, yo.
When your kids like your music, that's a different situation.
And that's why I asked you, is this something?
It also made me clean my music up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because you don't want him hearing it, but then he like it, so you like, I must be on to something.
Yeah, like a kid.
Kids
know.
Kids know. Kids push music.
Yeah.
For everybody out there that's doing music, understand this. If your kid don't like your song, hang it up.
Hey, look. Hey.
Man, they the honest. They already be the honest person.
You see what happened with my man?
They make up the dances and everything. Kids
everybody else, bro.
making up the dances. They think you know, jump take that
top.
wiggle and make a song. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
All my kids, they mess with my music. Even my son, he was like 1. I used to put my song on. He'd be in there by the speakers. Like, yeah, get it, son. Yeah. Man, all my kids, they know my music. Like, they sit there and sing my songs. I'm like, yo. That's what makes me clean it up a little bit because I don't want them singing all that. You know?
If you didn't have your kids, like I said, you started 3KJ in 2018. Do you feel like Sosa would have continued? Or you would have gave up? Would you even have been still doing music?
I don't know. If I didn't have no kids, I probably wouldn't. Because a lot of the stuff that I went through was because I had kids. You feel me? So that was the inspiration. And it's also like a hard time for me going through that stuff. You feel me?
Got you.
But I don't want to really harp on too much of that because.
Right. Okay. Understood. So other than that, what else? I know a lot of artists have not just music they're working on in the background. They have other things. So what else do you have going on for this year, and what's coming up for 2022?
2022. I don't know. I'm trying to plan. I'm planning for it. But other than music, man, I like the youth, man. I want to help the youth.
So I'm saying though, what you trying to do in 2022? Like what you trying to drop? A bunch of EPs, singles, albums. You trying to start a clothing line? You trying to produce your own stuff? You finna
with the music. You know what I mean when I say that?
Man, I'm grinding like we in the fourth. If I score, we gonna be up by a point. You hear me? Yeah, for sure. I'm grinding for sure. So like, I'm in the studio. I'm making more music. At the same time, I'm planning. So I'm not gonna just drop a song with no plan. So I gotta have marketing down pat. I gotta have people that's gonna push it. You feel me?
Right.
And right now it's just me.
That's what I'm saying.
And so, my fans.
Would you be like? Does that make you wanna push to say, "Look, I'm finna produce my own shit. I'm finna start doing everything on my own," because we came across Jay Wayne. He had to end up doing everything by himself, end up becoming producers and CEOs over stuff. Mm-hmm. So does that motivate you to say, I'm tired of looking for this person, I need to do this person need to do that?
No, for sure, because if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. I was always taught that, you know? Mm-hmm. So
that's you're gonna grind harder 2022.
But you don't always have the time.
Right.
I got the time. I'm a barber. I make my own schedule.
There you go. There you go.
I got the time for sure.
I swear, if I could see you doing a barber video with music, with
that's
with
never out the question.
I can see it coming,
so
but you notice that at the same time, I feel you probably not want to be really redundant right now. You really want to kind of put your message out and put who you are out. But then later on, you might be like, well, shoot, I'm a barber.
Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, let's have some fun with it. You know, it's funny how many rappers was barbers. Like Beethoven, well, even though he was a producer, he was a barber. Young Dolph was a barber. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of jokers who was barbers. But see, they had time to mess with their craft, like what you're saying.
So man, look, you barbering, you came out the army, you a father. Mm-hmm. You done it. You done a lot, man. And a lot of those things, you know, dictate your future. You know, they can dictate your past, but they can dictate your future as well. So I mean, when did you realize that rap was the best future for you? Like, just outside of everything else, you got a lot of talent, bro. So it's like, how did you come up with the ideas? All right, I'm just gonna be a rapper, and this is what I'm gonna take seriously.
See, you came in on the other half.
I want to know.
We did kind of cover that, but I was letting you go with your question though. But we kind of covered that because I ain't know if you was gonna answer.
All right, well, tell me.
So we ain't even finna run that back, bro.
He said we ain't running it back.
So
no disrespect.
No disrespect for you, but he did kind of answer that earlier. And you wasn't here. That was our fault. We ain't all the way let you in on everything we spoke of. But man, you know what I'm saying? With you being the artist that you are, man, like what London was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? We really come in hard at you like that because we support your music. We think that you got a lot of talent. You feel me? So at the same time, while you here in Georgia, you know, we expect for you to be here for a while, but we don't know how long you'll be here. But if you can go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, make those connections and we can help you.
I feel like we MIA started. We, like you said earlier, we were getting like 40 views.
Yeah, we was getting 40 views.
The more people we got getting, it's like going up, and we done networked with people that's like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm all for the support. Like, we got the club opening next month.
What club?
I ain't gonna touch on. We'll talk about it after the video, but I definitely would love to see you on that stage.
Yeah,
like that's connections, exactly.
For sure.
So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to be done, and I fucks with you, man.
Oh yeah.
I fucks with you.
That.
Let me ask you this too. You ever got into modeling? When I look at your Instagram, you got people would assume you are a model too. Do you know if you put them two together?
I haven't, but it's a couple people that actually asked me to.
Yeah, that glue you had on the other thing, but that's your fine and borrow that suit, dog.
Appreciate it. But
I might be too skinny. I put damn tissue in the arms, Tony. Shit.
So listen up. Who's on the music tip? Who's your biggest inspiration? On music, like your favorite artist?
My favorite artist gotta be MicCheckM.I.A. That's the motherfucker that made me start rapping for real. Like, my friends inspired me, but when I was rapping, it's like, every time I rap, MicCheckM.I.A. type beat.
But that's inspiration-wise. Now, who would you want to work with, though?
I work with me.
Me. So you like what's the kid that got killed? Snoop.
Oh man,
Man,
when Snoop
I
died,
listen
boy, I
to
thought I
every
lost a
song.
friend.
I
You hear
listen
me?
to every song.
I felt that shit like it was my homie. You hear me?
Yeah, I feel like that was a little Tupac. I really did. Especially that Nobody with
It was definitely nice.
Nate Dogg. That man was nice. To
Hey,
be 17 years old.
Reach out to him, bro.
No, he
don't-
passed
don't-
away.
No,
Oh,
not
that's
Snoop.
about-
I'm talking
about
about
Meek
Meek Mill.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think just because he, you know.
I have.
That's how
I
stuff like that
understand.
get going. Oh
See,
yeah,
that's the
spam that
thing.
down.
And you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. See, nowadays, like where we're at now. See, Snoop had an advantage to give him a mixtape. Even it was still like 2015. It was still early to still have mixtapes.
Mhm.
But he was fortunate to catch Meek outside a venue
Mhm.
and give him his tape.
Mhm.
So people can say email this person, email this all that day. You can, but
It ain't
you
the
really
same.
gotta catch them outside.
It ain't the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. You really gotta catch them outside.
It's a
You
lot
know
of
what I'm
luck.
saying? Or at Atlanta airport somewhere.
some luck
with
involved
celebrities
because-
walking through.
They gotta feel like I'm gonna deal with this person. That's doing
That's
that.
why
Yeah,
I said
like, back then
DM,
you
they
could-
answer DMs, bro.
No, they don't.
Remember? No, they don't.
they
That's what I'm
answer DMs after a
saying.
while.
Sometimes they might catch a few.
Remember
but
a
what are
long
the
time
odds?
ago?
It's the same chance
You
to
could
catch
stand
somebody at the
outside
airport.
line, out of a
Same-
line
same
just
chance.
to hear, see Missy Elliott.
Right.
They used to have lines just to, back then, auditions to be on record labels. It went from that to passing out mixtapes. And now because of technology, it's so hard to just, you can get any artist email. You can get any, but it ain't that artist you talking to, it's the managing them. It's the promo team, you know what I'm saying? So emailing them, your email might sit in there for 2 years. You know what I mean? It's about actually going out to go to concerts or something, catching people outside, being that, I hate to say it, being like a stalker or some shit.
Right. You gotta
Just
build your
to-
brand though in your own
Yeah.
area where you at though.
Yeah,
That's what's
TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All them social medias is what really help people get put out there now.
That's true.
That
That's
TikTok
crazy,
dance.
but that's the
You
truth.
know
Challenge,
who
you
really
gotta
taught me
have
that
one of
though?
Man,
Rick
what?
Ross. Rick Ross, that's a smart man.
Yeah.
That's a very smart man,
Yeah.
business wise and everything.
Yeah, you see them vehicles he got? He is the
Never
rapper
mind the
with the
vehicles,
only
right?
vehicle. Most
This
vehicles.
man has
How he
one
got
of
'em?
the biggest houses, biggest land. Like,
Yeah, he
most
right
land
there in
ever.
Atlanta.
And
He
you know
got
what he do?
the
Some of them
boxer,
chickens.
the boxer house. Who
Him and
box?
his fucking team, they go out there, they cut their grass by themselves. He don't got nobody cutting his grass.
Because
And you know,
they
look,
charge, yeah.
look.
Yeah.
You think that's something to him?
No, but I'm saying I seen when he said the reason why he said because even though Rick Ross got money, he's still on some shit like even though I got it, I'm not finna pay for it when I got
You gotta
such
stay
and such
grounded at
here,
the end of
and
the
I
day.
got my own lawn care shit in the garage or
Yeah,
some
he
shit.
said John Daly, the lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? You know what that is?
Who?
John Daly.
The lawnmower, John
I
Deere,
think it's John Deere.
John Deere,
Deere.
John Deere.
I'm thinking of the fucking shotgun. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
There's a show called John Daly too. I
But
know
no,
what
it's
you're
John
talking
Deere.
about.
But he said he be posting shit about John Deere, right?
Mhm.
And he spam him
He
until
got a
responds.
tractor
they
at the
can-
John
yeah,
Deere in his yard.
yeah, and he's trying to get sponsored by him.
Mm-hmm.
So he spams him.
Yeah.
He shows what he has to offer. Rick Ross is known everywhere.
Not only that, for his son's 16th or 18th birthday this year, instead of giving him money, cars, and all that, you know what he did for his son?
Gave him a
a
franchise.
Wingstop.
franchise.
Gave
Oh
him
yeah,
a
man.
Wingstop.
That's the best thing you
I'm
can
telling
give.
you, set your kids up, man. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing, bro.
Cause we ain't gonna be here forever.
Exactly.
Got to give it down to somebody, you know.
And realistically, you can't provide for nobody for the rest of their life and your life neither. So the best thing you can do is pass something on that they could build their own revenue off of.
But other than that,
Generational wealth.
I'm known for trying to get all the tea I can up out of you.
Come on, let's
Tea
do the
Monster.
pot.
Can
Let's
I
do the
get?
pot. Come on now.
Can I get some,
What you wanna
anything?
know?
I want to know what's the album you're working on for 2022. What it's gonna be based on? Is it still gonna be about your lifestyle, or are you gonna actually put Sosa and 3K together in the album and just snap in
Return to
2022?
Sosa in 22. We're
I
gonna
said
get
it's
that.
Trauma Son 2. That's 2022.
Mhm. That's what I'm
That shit
saying.
wild, ain't
Is it gonna be both in there though? Can I
It's
expect a little
definitely
bit
gonna
of?
be both. It's gonna be a mixture of both.
Okay.
At the same time, I'm gonna be talking about a lot of real, but at the same time, I'm gonna be turning up on the.
Not only that, once that really, do you plan on working with your kids in an album?
Oh yeah, I done put my sons on some songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't really rap, but I'll have them talk on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's setting them up too.
Yeah.
Anytime any of them songs, bro, it's featuring my kids. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was on there, Caden, Kylan, King, Jace, whoever was on that, it's featuring them. So any money that's made off that, they get a part of that. They get royalties. You feel me?
So on your as far as your music on all the platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you check the analytics, what's the wildest places you being streamed at? Like the most
Texas.
unexpected. Texas. I mean,
Texas
like
is
overseas.
Texas is definitely like the
main
support.
Yeah.
And then there's Detroit. But I'm also streamed like overseas. I done seen shit Iraq, Japan,
Switzerland
Germany,
and all.
Switzerland,
Yeah.
all types of different things. I'm like, yo, they listen to me overseas.
Reaching people.
Yeah, that's different.
That's
like,
that's
people
dope,
where I'm
too.
from don't see that type of
Right,
thing.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So like, yeah, there's definitely a lot of motivation in there, like
That's what's up.
for sure.
So other than, I guess we can get ready to wrap it up in a minute.
Mhm.
But how I forgot to ask you, how many hours are you actually putting in? Are you actually in the studio once a week, twice a week, once a month? And not only that, how many songs do you have put up hidden that you ain't even
Man,
thought about putting
I got
out?
about 5 albums. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got about 5
that's
albums.
unheard of?
Unheard of music that I ain't even put out. I ain't said nothing about nothing. I just be in the studio making music.
So you're gonna add some of those to the Trauma
Most
2
definitely.
or?
I got songs from years ago that's coming on Trauma 2 because I go back on them and I'm like, damn, like, that's some real shit. You feel?
So even though
That
you got
gotta
all,
be on there.
right. So you know you got all this work build up, you still working.
For sure.
You continue. So that's what I guess that's my question. When the chance is given a week out of the week, how long or how many days out of the week are you in the studio and how many hours you try to put in?
Well, the engineer here, he only here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm in here. If I can get him on an earlier day, like, you know what I'm saying, after, because he works too. So if I can get him after work, I'm going to get him after work.
So you going in with stuff written down or you just off the dome? Or
Both.
kind of both?
Both.
Yeah, okay.
I write all
Can
the
you
time.
please stress, as an artist and where you are today, can you please stress to people, man, how important it is to put into your craft, put money, actual dollars into what you're doing?
Man, money make the world go around, man. Y'all think this shit a joke? It's not. You need money to go places. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Absolutely.
Exactly, man.
You can go in your basement and record all the songs you want. If you ain't putting no money behind it, I don't mean nothing.
Bruh, I'm not
You don't go nowhere.
Oprah's sister or daughter. I can't walk in for them for free. I got to put my coins up.
Gotta put them up.
Okay.
Got to.
And once you put money into it, you make it take it more serious.
Right,
Dang,
I get it
I
done
work for
how
this
I
money.
want to. Right, exactly.
I work for this,
exactly.
so I ain't just gonna waste it.
And you want your stuff right, too, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
But like I said, man, I definitely could see you going up, moving up, and I keep that modeling thing in mind, brother. Because
Hey,
if
look.
y'all look at this man Instagram, and before I keep running my mouth, go ahead and look at this camera, that camera. Let the people know where to find your music and your social media on all platforms, all that good stuff.
Alright, you can catch me on Instagram at official_3KJ. Y'all heard it? Official_3KJ. I'm on TikTok now too. So at 3KJ, you gotta spell it out. 3THREEKJ. And I'm using that too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not funny.
With TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not like playing to be funny person. Like I'm just a naturally funny person.
Yeah,
so
right,
I might just
right.
say something, but I'll be dead ass serious. Motherfucker think I'm funny. So I'm like, alright, I posted something, and it started getting little views, likes. I'm like, I might be able to do something with this TikTok thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't what I want to do, but I'm gonna use it. And once I get where I need to be on TikTok, that's when I start pushing my music. It's just a stepping stone. You feel me?
You can actually do both on there.
That is true
Yeah.
enough.
But tell them what all platform your music on, Spotify,
Oh, it's
all
on
that good
Apple,
stuff.
Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Pandora, all the music platforms you can think of, Tidal, all of them. It's
And
there.
that's 3KJ, but the only one you spell out is the one for TikTok.
Yes, man.
All right, y'all got that.
3KJ.
Other than that, Jay, you got any more questions?
That's That's it for me.
Tony, you good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Conrad stepped out. And this is MIA, Mike Check,
Mike
logging
Check,
out.
Mike Check.
I'm London B. This is Jay Free, and we are logging out with
3KJ.
3KJ. See y'all next time. Peace.
Look, fuck that shit. Look, I'm tryna get rich. I ain't worried about shit. Ain't about a dollar. Don't talk. Don't open your lips, little bitch. You ain't making no sense. Came from the bottom, but I stayed on top of my shit. Nah, nigga, real lit. Ain't about a dollar. Don't talk. Don't open your lips. Nah, you ain't talking about shit. Ain't too deep. Big fish in the motherfucking water. You can tell by the shit on the scale. I was in the army, still chasing that bag.
Yes,
no cap,
sir.
getting packs in the motherfucking mail. Scamming